In today's video, we're going to find the distance between 2 points on a graph, knowing the Pythagorean theorem, and actually drawing a right triangle and using that Pythagorean theorem to find the distance between those 2 points. Because sometimes it's difficult when you have 2 points on different parts of the grid, and you really can't count the number of boxes to get from one point to the next. All right, so we start off with this problem right here, -2, 9, and 6, -3. So how you graph -2, 9? You start from the middle, you go left 2, up 9. And this actually goes all the way to the top. I just want to double check that. Yep. So this is the point, -2, 9. All right, so that's how you graph that one. Now to graph the other point, 6 to -3, you go right 6, down 3. So it's right here. All right, so we want to find this distance that connects those points. It's going to be hard to draw a straight line. I'm going to do my best. It's not bad. All right. But what I want to do is I want to create a right triangle. And you could actually do that. You could go down here and over here. I don't like that line. Let's try it one more time. Down, over. There's my right triangle. Here is, and then what do you notice here? Okay, we have a right triangle. Here's my 90-degree angle. This is my hypotenuse. And I can figure out what the legs are. The legs are, this is 9, right? 9 plus 3, which is 12. And this is 2 plus 6, which is 8, right? So there's 8 boxes here, 12 boxes here. We have the legs of my right triangle. All we need to do is find the hypotenuse. So I'm trying to find my c squared. So we have 12 squared plus 8 squared is c squared. We have 144 plus 64 is c squared. 144 plus 64 is 208. Got to get rid of that square, so we take the square root of both sides. Square root of 208, I don't know. Let's see. Square root 208, 14.4. So it's about 14.4 between those distances. So that's about 14.4. And again, you can't be able to count 14.4 boxes by just connecting these 2 points. Okay, let's look at the next one. -4, -3. All right, so that means from the middle, I go left 4, down 3. -4, -3. 4, 6. That means from the middle, you go right 4, up 6. Connect those 2 points. That's the hypotenuse I'm trying to find. Make the legs. There we go. There's my right triangle. Now we figure out the lengths. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're trying to find our C. So we have 8 squared. Ugh, that's an ugly 8. 8 squared plus 9 squared equals c squared. 8 squared is 64. 9 squared is 81. So we have 64 plus 81. It's 155. Now I got to find the square root. Just one check that I got this right. 64 plus 81. Oh, 145. Good thing I double checked myself. 145. Now I find the square root of both sides. Da, da, da. Clear, clear, clear. Square root of 145 is 12.04, so it's about 12.0. And that's rounded to the nearest tenth. Okay. Again, this one was also rounded to the nearest tenth. All right. So basically, you're just graphing the points. In order to find the distance between them, you've got to make the legs of the triangle, find those lengths, and then plug them into the Pythagorean theorem. All right. Let's look at a word problem. Yeah, let's look at 2 word problems. Missy rides her bike 8 miles south, 14 miles east to visit her friend. What is the shortest distance between Missy's and Leah's house? All right, so here's Missy. She's gonna go 8 miles south. Boom. 8 miles down and 14 miles east. We want to find this distance here. Oh, look at that. We got a right triangle. And I'm trying to find the hypotenuse, right? That's across from the right triangle. So again, we use my Pythagorean theorem. 8 squared plus 14 squared equals c squared. Da, da, da. Use my calculator. 8 squared plus 14 squared is 260. Don't forget the square. Find the square root of both sides. And the square root of 260 is 16.1. That's the distance right here. One more, a little bit trickier one. Luke drives 24 miles south, 24, 18 miles east, 6 miles down south again. Whoa, all right. Now I want to find this distance between those 2 points. But what's nice about this, you could actually, even though there's 2 triangles right here, you could make this into one big rectangle to help you see what the legs are, what the hypotenuse is. So we have this rectangle right here. We know this right here is 24. We know this right here is 6. So this whole thing is going to be 30. This whole thing, right? Because I know that this is 6. So this whole thing is 30. That's my leg. And we know this leg right here, right, is 18. And in order to find this, that is going to be the hypotenuse of this right triangle here. Boom, boom. So I'm trying to find the hypotenuse. So, and my legs are 30 and 18. 30 squared plus 18 squared is c squared. Da, da, da. Let's plug this in. 30 squared plus 18 squared, 1,224. Square root both sides, right? You got to square root this side to get rid of the square. Oh, shouldn't put equals. I don't know if it's equals or about, but I do know it is C, which is all going to be by itself. So the square root of 1,224 is 34.9. Ooh, if I got to round this, it's about 35.0. All right, so this one's a little bit different. You got to manipulate the diagram a little bit differently, but you know this is 24, and you know this is 6 because this is 6. So this whole side is going to be 30, and then this leg, you just bring it down, is 18, and so you have 30 squared plus 18 squared equals c squared. All right, so a lot of practice with Pythagorean theorem. Okay, when we're doing these problems, finding the hypotenuse, and yeah, so we're going to be doing more of these problems in today's lesson. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you for watching, and good luck.